Hi, this is Ken from Trek Tech, and this is the TrekPod GO Pro. The TrekPod GO Pro is a multi-tool for a photographer, so very similar to, let's say, a Leatherman tool where you have the pliers and the screwdriver and the knife. The TrekPod GO Pro is going to work for you the same way. It's going to be a monopod that's strong enough that you can use it as a hiking staff, but it has 3 feet on the bottom that allow it to stand up when a full-size tripod isn't going to work for you. So similar to the situation we're in right now, we're in a football stadium where I don't have a lot of room. This is a product that I can kick the legs out in and stand up on my own. My other options would be using a monopod, which is great, but it's limited. You're always looking for a place to lay it down. You don't have any stability front to back, side to side, and it can be bulky and something that you really don't want to deal with. A tripod you end up working out with you have to be in the back of the stadium. You have to, have a lot of space around you so no one kicks your equipment. This is something where you can move, you can back up, you can close it down, and you can be ready to go in a moment's notice. And there's just not a lot of drama in setting it up and taking it down. And for the professional photographers out there that want to get down on the field, you can't take a tripod down on the field, but you can take a monopod. The legs on the TrekPod GO Pro are the most unique feature on our product, and the reason is that the footprint is 19 inches wide, which means it's stable enough to stand on its own, but it's also small enough so if you're in a stadium like we're in right now, or if you were in a basketball auditorium, or if you were at a children's play, or if you were at a wedding and wanted to shoot in between church pews, this footprint's small enough to stand up on its own and not get in anyone's way, especially in a crowded situation. And when you're ready to go, all you have to do is squeeze the legs and it's back to being a monopod. If you need to set it down for a moment or you need a little bit more stability in your shot, you open it up and you're ready to go as well. The feet are made out of rubber. They're hard rubber, which means that you're going to be able to hike with it, but you're also going to be allowed indoors where regular outdoor spikes, for instance, aren't going to be allowed. So it's very versatile. And again, it's going to adjust to what you need it to do. So right now I have my small camera set up on our ball head, which comes with the TrekPod GO Pro. So it's all kind of dinner in a box. Everything that you need, everything that you want, everything that you see here comes with the product. We have the small camera on top. If I was going to be going to a larger camera, let's say, my 500 millimeter lens, because I wanted to get a little bit closer shot, the TrekPod GO Pro is not going to work like a tripod. Obviously, it doesn't have the footprint. But what it is going to do is it's going to take the weight off of me. So instead of having this monster around my neck or having to brace it the entire game, or having a monopod and constantly having to look for a place to lie it down when I want to do something else or grab something out of my bag, the TrekPod GO Pro is going to be in a tight, confined space where if I did have, people all around me and I needed to go up a little higher, I can do that, get over someone's head. If I needed to go a little bit lower, we could do that as well. If I wanted to stand up and cheer, I could do that and I wouldn't have to be holding on to this the entire time. On top of the TrekPod GO Pro is the MagMount Pro ball head. The MagMount Pro ball head comes standard with the TrekPod GO Pro. What makes ours unique is it's really built for speed. So on top, right here is a rare earth magnet. It's a super magnet. It's very strong and it's the initial connection that's going to attach itself to the camera. On the bottom here is a small steel adapter that comes with the TrekPod GO Pro. Your initial connection is magnetic, and then this swing arm comes around and locks you into place. It's not going anywhere. It's perfectly safe for all kinds of media. It's not going to erase any kind of memory cards or hurt any of the inner workings of your camera. Perfectly safe, super strong, super quick, and it just comes with the TrekPod GO Pro. So with a name like the TrekPod, obviously we're meant to be outdoors. This is an actual hiking stick. You can pound it into the ground, you can get it wet, get it in the water, salt water, fresh water, doesn't matter. Get it muddy, hose it off, and it's going to be fine. It has a lifetime warranty, and anything breaks on it, we're going to take care of it for you. You just send it back and we'll send you out a new one. But chances are you're not going to need to do it because it's just built to last. Now, with the TrekPod, what you're looking for, and what this really is a hybrid. So it's going to do everything that this monopod's going to do. It's going to extend up to 63 inches. Again, it only weighs 30 ounces. so it's very light. And then on the other side, it's going to do what the tripod's going to do. It's going to kick out 3 legs that are going to allow it to stand up on its own. Now, it's not a tripod. It doesn't have the footprint to be considered one, but what it is it's just enough to get the job done. So when in between these two, this product is going to be able to get you places where you're not going to be able to go otherwise, and it's also going to be light enough that you're going to take it and not leave it in the garage. So if I actually wanted to be in my shot, instead of asking someone to take a shot for me, I'm just going to click my camera on, lock myself into place, and now I can move to the front of the camera, use my remote, and now I'm the guy that gets the shot with the Grand Canyon in the background, or whatever the case may be. This is something that you can take indoors or outdoors. So if you're traveling, internationally, and it's great, and you're in Rome, you can use it indoors and outdoors. If you're just at the house and doing a shot in the backyard, now when you're taking a shot of your family, you can be in the shot too, and you don't have to go through the drama of a full-size tripod, and you don't have to go through the frustration of a monopod. It's called the TrekPod, and it's great. So here's another advantage to the TrekPod GO Pro. How many times have you been packing and you've been looking at your tripod and you look at a monopod and you go, no way, that's too much weight, it's too much space, I'll just go handheld. With the TrekPod GO Pro, it's only 30 ounces. And it's only 23 inches, so it's going to fit in carry-on luggage. So you just pack it in, shut the case, and you're ready to go. It's the TrekPod GO Pro, and it's awesome. With the TrekPod GO Pro, what you have is a product that, of course, people will look at it and they'll think of themselves, for that African safari, or when I'm going to climb Machu Picchu, or if I'm going to do something really exotic, the TrekPod GO Pro is great. But what I really think the value of this is that it's an everyday photography tool. This is something that you can have on that camping trip. That's not going to take up any more space, but it's going to let you take a better picture. It's something that you can have at that birthday party when everybody's running for cover when you pull out a full-size tripod. This is something that you can get a candid shot with because it's just so low profile. It's so easy and quiet and easy to use. And lastly, it's a product that will go into a place that doesn't allow a tripod, let's say an auditorium or somewhere where it's just going to be monopods only, and you're able to bring it in as a monopod, and then the legs kick out and you're going to be able to get a stable shot that no one else is going to be able to get. It's just a product that you can use in your everyday life. It's a tremendous value, it's very convenient, it's versatile as all get out, it has a lifetime warranty, it's the last one that you're ever going to have to buy. It's called the TrekPod GO Pro, and every photographer should have one.